Hey everybody, welcome out to another video. Instead of diving into the comments this episode, I wanted to go over the rules again since they've changed a bit from the first video. I plan on doing another comment corner at the beginning of the next Tableman episode, so make sure to comment what you think of the series so far. The main goals have remained the same. Beat both free-to-play bosses and complete Dragon Slayer while completing as many quests as possible along the way. However, this is not a pass-fail system. As you may know, I have already failed at least one quest, so I won't be getting a perfect score. But the reason I made this account free to play in the first place is so that you can try it for yourselves and see if you can get the theoretical best Tableman account ever. Continuing with the rules of this account, you can only kill a monster of a certain type until you reach the max drop chance of that monster. For instance, this guy has a 1 in 128 chance of dropping an iron dagger, so we can only kill men and women 128 times before we can never kill them again. Members items, tertiary items, and rare drop table items are excluded from this rule entirely, unless you're on a members account. Then you would include the members items when determining the maximum kill count. On top of this, we select a cursed item at the beginning of every grind that will end your grind prematurely. This item has to be an account upgrade or advancement in some way. For instance, if you select that iron dagger we talked about before as your cursed item, and you happen to get it after 4 man kills, the grind is over on the spot and you have to move on to the next grind. In addition to this, you have to finish any grind you started. So if you want to leave a grind early, you can, but you lose access to that grind forever. Additionally, if you accidentally attack and kill something during the grind, the original grind is over and you have to move on to killing the thing you just killed. If you start a grind and then realize you don't have enough resources, it is okay to go get more as long as it doesn't include killing something. So for instance, if you need more food halfway through the grind, you're gonna go have to make some bread or something to get through it. A major exception to the grind rule is monsters that have always as the only thing in their primary drop table. These monsters can be killed an infinite amount of times. Think of these monsters as your punching bags. These are the kinds of monsters that you'll be grinding stats, food, and clue scrolls from. You cannot grind off of a monster that does not follow this exception. When it comes to crafting armor, there was a lot of debate as to what I was going to allow, and I think we've landed on something that works for everybody. If you got it during a grind, you can make more of it through skilling. For instance, if you happen to get lucky enough to get a steel scimitar during your grinds, you can make as many of those as you want through smithing. This is so that we don't have to worry about completely tanking the account in the wilderness, while also adding a layer of strategy as to what we bring out there. Also, the alternative was regrinding anything that we lost from monsters, and that really didn't fit the identity of this account. Also, this is pretty standard for most challenge runs, but all of the beginner handouts that you get on Tutorial Island have to be dropped as soon as you get to Lumbridge. Shops and item spawns are also not allowed on this account. Interactable scenery and random events, however, are completely fair game. We have a failsafe in place that shops are not allowed unless it prevents a soft lock, but as we keep going with this account, I'm seeing less and less reason that we would ever need to use this failsafe rule. I've also had a lot of people ask if I'm going to use the vault in Camdazal to get a bunch of rewards from it, and while it is completely legal, I won't be using it until after Dragon Slayer. I feel that the vault, while it may have really nice drops, really goes against the idea of a Tableman, and I want to keep this account to drops from monsters. Now, if I get 750 Baronite shards from the Golem grinds in Camdazal, I'll probably end up using them on the vault. I think that about covers everything. I've seen a bunch of people in the comments and in-game that have made their own Tableman accounts with varying levels of self-imposed difficulty and success. I want to wish you all the best of luck in your future grinds, and I hope to see you once we reach the Dragon Slayer finish line. So without further ado, let's test these tables.
So I did some work, got 25 rune crafting out of the whole ordeal, and 25 mining too. So this is gonna be good. Now, I mean, we just look so good. Like, ooh, can you see? I have the camera plug-in on so I can go a lot. Oh my god, I almost attacked that card trying to look at Terry's midriff. Anyway, I got the camo bottoms off screen. I would have captured it for all of you to witness, but I did it off stream and I completely forgot about it. So I'll try and remember to do that in the future. But for now, I got them. What does the Highwayman have? Oh wait, we already know. The cape. I think if you're trying to do this at home, you really should be getting the black cape. The black cape is just a signal for all the Tablemen out there, because it's they always drop the black cape. Every single time you take out a Highwayman, it's always the black cape. All right, buddy. Now we begin. We got to work on our magic levels so that we can get out of Air Blast. We also need to eventually get to 33 magic, because we need Telegrab for a couple things leading up to Dragon Slayer. And that means a lot of rune crafting for us in the future. Iron Sword! Okay. That was one of the, like, items I was kind of hoping for from this grind. I don't know what the actual drop chance on that is, but, wait, actually. I know. We still have the highway. Oh, that respawn's so good. Oh, 1 in 32. Okay, so it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. We're going for the Steel Mace. It's a 1 in 128. That's our maxed kill rate. Because we can't get seeds, and we can't get herbs. It was really depressing doing rune crafting, because after level 20, I don't unlock any new runes, so I was just... The only unlocks I was excited for was when I was getting multiple rune upgrades. And for air runes, that happens every 11 levels, so... and those levels don't come fast, so... But it was all worth it, seeing this. Watching these dudes fall so quickly, oh... We wouldn't be doing nearly as well if we were using melee. Oh, now we're going up to Firestrike, baby. This is gonna be good. Yeah! Oh! Oh! God! Leave him alone! He's got a family! Oh! Oh my god. Okay, I think we're gonna have 33 magic pretty quickly. We're kind of cruising through levels. I didn't expect to get this many levels this quickly. I mean, we're only 7 kills deep, and we've went from like 5 magic to level 14 magic, so it's looking good for us. I will say, I don't want to say I feel like a bitch, but save spawning a level 33, I mean, it feels weird in the grand scheme of things. It feels weird to be save spawning right now. Oh, bones to bananas. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. We'd be running back to this spot from like right over there 40 to 50 times if we were doing melee. We just gotta properly utilize our resources. And the game graced us with a fire staff. What are we not gonna use it? So far, drops after the first drop have been kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I can say it now. Episode 5, the majority of it's gonna be out in the wilderness. At least that's the plan. Things could go terribly wrong, and then we have to recover, but the plan is to do a lot of wilderness grinds.
It's a total fabrication. Not a chance. No way. We got you.
Ooh, a single coin drop. Oh, that feels nice. What's the drop chance on that? 14 in 128. Okay, I'm just gonna look it up on the wiki. Sometimes the plugin is not super clear. Oh, I see. It's a 1 in 9 chance. I don't know why it didn't convert down. It's a 1 in like 9.1, or it's an always drop if they're killed as a part of the wanted quest. Got it. Also, I didn't know this until I started this challenge originally, but there's certain enemies that their tables are different if you're on a free-to-play world. Like, the chances of you getting certain items is multiplied greatly if you're on free-to-play worlds versus pay-to-play worlds. I didn't know that was an option for them to even do that. It's like, why? But, I mean, I guess... I still don't know why. I guess because I tried to justify it and thinking like, well, maybe it makes sense because they're grinded more on free-to-play worlds, but like why put in the effort for that? I don't know. It's extremely early in the grind, so I don't want to say anything, but I am having that gut feeling again, or we just might not get that steel mace, and that's horrifying. I am burning through runes a little faster than I thought I would. I've already gone through like 200 mind runes and 400 air runes, but numbers wise we should be fine. We might be doing a couple kills melee, but hopefully by then we have an iron full helm from these guys. It is wild to me that they have no black armor or equipment at all on their drop table. Like, not any of it is on their drop table. They have steel bars and pots of flour and tin ore, but no black armor. We have exhausted almost all of the early game grinds that we have that are outside of the wilderness. There's a lot of really niche ones that I'm excited to get into. like in certain quest areas, as well as in the Stronghold of Security, as well as throughout various areas we've already been, like the Asgardian Ice Dungeon and other places. There are some good wildy mobs. I'm excited for those drops. I am too. I just need to get out of the wildy with those drops. I will be streaming it, so I'll either need a hit squad out there to help me with that, or I'm just gonna have to get lucky. I mean, I haven't seen like anyone in the wilderness on free-to-play worlds, so I think we're good. If you get the table drop and someone kills you, that would be tragic. I would be the luckiest person on the planet if that didn't happen at least once. That being said, the drops we've gotten from these guys so far, I mean, we're 26 in, not looking super great, but we got plenty of room to grow. The series motivated me to make my first Ironman. I love hearing that. I love the Ironman playstyle so much in this game, and I love that people are making their way back to it and just trying new things as an Ironman. Welcome, Mar. Welcome to the mayhem. It's just free to play, but I've learned a lot of niche things about the game that help me a lot as Iron. That's kind of the whole point of like this account. Like a lot of people have brought up in the comments, like, why don't I just go members with this account so then I have more access to more things and that I can progress faster. The whole point of this is to really appreciate the free-to-play and what free-to-play has to offer, which admittedly isn't a whole lot, but it's that appreciation of it. And also, it makes it so that if other people want to try and beat my score as a Tableman, they can try it completely free without having to be a members. Can I use you as a safe spot? No.
Psych!
There's no way. Go out of the emote real quick. You like use a different emote? I know that they could get stuck on other mobs. I didn't think that they could get stuck on other people. So you can essentially safe spawn any enemy as long as you aren't in a multi-combat area and you have a second account? Is that what that's saying? I'm glad you guys are having a good time over there. This is the main theme that I use for RuneLight, but there's sometimes that I like to look through the RuneLight themes plugin, and man, some of them are absolute horrendous. Like there's one that I found that we had looked at. Oh, baby. I mean, it's pretty rough. It's hard to look at for a while. It really bleeds the eyes, you know? But it gives you a weird blast of nostalgia first, and it doesn't even look right. Maze? Oh, maze random, yes! Okay. So sure, I like exploring mazes. There's a way that you can repeatedly do the chest, but I don't remember how. Oh god, I'm gonna look it up quick. So now if I leave this, right, the timer won't go down, but this will close on its own in a minute. So theoretically, I could stay here for 74 minutes getting loot from these chests. And there's potions in this chest. There's so many different runes in this chest. There's ammunition, which, But the potions are the thing that I'm kind of hoping for. So it'll be good. This will be the moment of truth. Open it again. Got Earth Runes. Oh! And we only lost 1% of our time. Now this is the cheese we've been waiting for. I've been waiting so long to get a maze random. I was starting to think that we didn't get maze randoms. Oh, it does work. Okay, we got a strength potion out of it. That's kind of crazy. I didn't actually expect to get a potion out of this. I'd really like an attack potion, though. Just to be greedy, I'd really like an attack potion. The runes are nice and the arrows are worthless, but Daddy would like an attack potion, please. %. Let's see what we get. It's not gonna be great. 1 mithril ore, 6 coal, and 1 nature rune. Wow, that's almost completely worthless. That's big. Okay, Mark. You don't gotta show off the rune two-hander like this is 2004. All right. Just because I'll never have a two-hander ever doesn't mean you gotta show it off. Can I pull up with the Baronite Mace? I want the Baronite Mace so bad, but I will never be able to get it because I need the small fishing net. Wait a minute. You're from the stream. Oh, there's the mace. There, look at this guy. Okay. Wait, is this a full free-to-play account? If so, that's a goated setup. What's on your feet? What are those? Are those beginner clothes? Hold on. You got frog slippers? Ain't no way. Also, I'm just gonna kill these Black Knights until I run out of runes, and then I'm gonna give up on the grind. I don't want to go rune craft and then go get more runes for a steel mace. I hate to say it, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. Well, we're at 70, and we've got a decent amount of runes left, just not. I don't think enough to hit 128. Hey, telekinetic grab, baby! Oh! Pot of flour. We finally got the pot of flour. I think that's a golden item. Golden item. 1 in 128. Boom. Yeah, it is nice for herbs. It's just it doesn't give. From what I've done like 200-300 herby runs. My first freaky forester. Yes, I would love to help you with your pheasants. Oh, brother, give me them lederhosens. 2 tails. Got it. Prepare to die. Oh, well, I want to use my runes. Oh, well. I got you, dude. Here you go. All right, what are you going to give me? I guess this portal works, too. Oh, the hat! Fine. Oh, well, moving over to bolt spells. That's sad. Oh, well. Take this! Wham! Well, here's a question I'd like to pose then. What's everyone's favorite MMO? Both for the Twitch chat and for the YouTube comments, because it's been a while since I've asked a YouTube question. What's your favorite MMO? I love MMOs, and if you've played an MMO, I've probably played it as well. Excuse me? I'm out of air runes. I see why that might be an issue. Let's bring out full melee and beat some ass. Or at least attempt to. I mean, you don't mind is Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 is also a top 5 for me. I'm trying to think what my top 5 would be. It would go Old School RuneScape, Final Fantasy 14, probably Lord of the Rings Online next, honestly. And then Elder Scrolls Online, if I'm in the right mood, is 4, and then probably World of Warcraft is 5. Terry is hoarding those frog coins like they're NFTs. I don't know if I can go talk to the merchant to go get my frog costume. I haven't asked anyone yet if I'm allowed to do that. Well, I think what we're gonna do to end off this stream, we're gonna walk over to the Lumbridge. We're just gonna have to cancel it. I will not be able to melee these guys, and the steel mace is not worth me doing another 3 hours of rune crafting. So, I'm just gonna go over and kill some giant frogs, hopefully get a good bit of prayer XP, and also get hopefully a clue scroll? Maybe? Fingers crossed. I will say it is nice having something that I'm going to be grinding that has a 1 in 64 chance of dropping a beginner clue versus the cows that have like a 1 in 128. So theoretically, I should get more clue scrolls from these frogs. But I haven't been spooned one in the first 18 kills, so game shit, and I'm gonna go home and cry. But you are home? I mean, I'm gonna go home even more and cry even more. Oh my! Okay, I guess we're doing this real quick. Let's go! Okay. What is it? Oh no. If it's a fish step, I'm gonna lose it.
And then
Today, we're gonna start with X marks the spot. Because I believe it was Red Mage Night in Discord that reminded me that you get a beginner clue as the reward from this quest. So we could be opening a casket to start off the stream. Who knows? I'd like to. Do I think I'll get a Charlie step? Potentially. But let's see. Hello, Veos. I have your chest. Ooh, a beginner clue. You gotta be fun. You gotta be kidding me! Stop! Oh my... Okay. Let's go talk to Charlie, see what he wants. Hello, buddy. How you doing? At least it's not a fish, right? I can give props to a leather body. At least it's not a fish. Yeah, I think we just go through quests today. Let's see, I mean, we could do Demon Slayer, maybe? Demon Slayer gives a lot of quest points. 25 bones, unnoted, bucket of water! Okay, we'll have to find another way to acquire a bucket. Doesn't Romeo and Juliet give a bunch of quest points? 5? 5. Really? We're gonna go do that real quick. That's an insane number of quest points. Yes, I've seen her. She's blonde, a bit stressed. We all know the Romeo and Juliet quest. It's my favorite quest in the game because it's so fucking dumb. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite bits from one of the old clip montages where I edited down the clips from the from the Romeo and Juliet quest. It was fantastic.
Right. Yes. Okay. I think I'm getting my motivation now. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh no! Juliet has died. Oh, sob. Juliet, my poor dead cousin. What's all that screaming?
And I guess people dislike the Romeo and Juliet quest. I was under the impression that it was just kind of a mid quest, but I've seen a lot of hate for it online recently, and that is slanderous, and I don't appreciate it. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said that they forgot that this altar up here existed. And I'm thinking, how do you forget it? It's part of the greatest quest ever created, Romeo and Juliet. I never realized how fucked Romeo's face is. Not to be rude, but I hope his face shows up again. Hell yeah. Vampire Slayer? That's 3 quest points. I need a beer? How do I get a beer? Hill Giants drop beer, actually. Or I just wait for a drunken dwarf event, I guess. Well, Hill Giants it is. Let's go beat some ass. Let's do the steel longsword. I mean, it still would be the first steel item that we would have. So I think it's still a valuable upgrade. Yeah, steel longsword is what we're looking for. Let's go get it. But we're secretly looking for booze. If we don't get a beer from this grind, we'll have to wait for drunken dwarf, I think. I didn't look at the drop table for beer completely, but that's kind of what it was seeming. I'm just gonna beat up this guy. Come here!